Hi, I'm Antoine Hours, the General Manager of Yoplait UK. The yogurt category is growing around plus 6.5%. There is overall a desire to go for natural, healthier option. There is a deconsumption of traditional cereals that I think people have seen can be a little bit artificial, and people are then switching to more natural breakfast, scooping out of a big pot, usually mixing with cereals, fruits or honey. So kids is also growing around plus 2%, so that's not growing as fast as the yogurt category. And we believe that parents have forgotten about the goodness of dairy, hence why they're completely leaving the category. And they have forgotten that kids yogurt is bringing fortification, so vitamin D and calcium. A kid needs 4 times more calcium and 7 times more vitamin D than an adult. And we believe that's the fight that we need to champion. I'm French, so I know the French market, obviously. So here, close to 90% of kids below 10 years old, they will eat yogurt regularly. So of course, you have less this issue of calcium and vitamin D deficiency. You have more than 1 million kids in the UK that are deficient, so they are not getting enough vitamin D and calcium in their diet. They are also preparing for themselves potential health issues in the future, so osteoporosis, for instance, if their bones are not strong enough. And all of that happens when they're kids. It's not something that you're going to mitigate once you're 25, 30 years old. If you have kids, you're always out and about. You need to have smaller cups at home for younger kids. You need to have bigger cups at home for bigger kids. You need to have portable range that fits into the lunchbox, product that will be able to survive 7-8 hours at room temperature without being spoiled. So that's how we tackle it with brands like Fruits and Wildlife that are everyday low price in the vicinity of £1, £1.25, that are really affordable. An average Petit Filou cup is 32p, while an apple is 74. So if you put that into consideration, the product that we are proposing are for everybody. And again, price should never be a constraint, should never be a reason to have a kid that are deficient in vitamin D or calcium. Also, drinkable bottle that are easy to consume for the kids. So really ensuring that we have the right format for the right occasion is very important. And that's a way for us to drive the penetration in the category. We've already reduced sugar quite significantly. We've reduced by 30% on the past years. And we keep working on reformulation, new formula, in order to keep decreasing the sugar on all our brands. We will kickstart a communication about Humpty Dumpty. I'm not British, so I had to learn the song, right? But we are using Humpty Dumpty as a metaphor to show how if kids are deficient in terms of vitamin D and calcium, their bones can be quite brittle. And we are also using Tom Fletcher, a very famous writer of kids' book, that will help us pass this message across. So far, we are working with Sainsbury in 300 stores. We could be working with all the retailers. There is also a business opportunity for the retailers, because if we are able to re-attract these 1 million kids, we believe we could deliver an incremental £50 million by the end of the decade. So that's roughly £13 million per year, just in incremental value for the retailers if we are able to re-attract those kids. And it's not specifically for Yoplait, because all the competitors that are fortified are also welcome, of course, to be in that space, because it's really a category objective.